Hi, everyone. Welcome. Today I'm going live to do an hour-long gentle yoga flow for my community and for my in-person community. Today we aren't able to have our in-person classes at our community center. So today I'm going live and we're going to get started in a few minutes. I'm going to wait until our scheduled time at 11:30 and just let people come in. I am going to post this on my channel afterwards. So if you're watching the replay of this after May 20th, you can check in the description and there'll be a timestamp where a timestamp of when the class gets started. But if you're live, then we will start in a few minutes. If you want, you can grab some water. I have my yoga blocks here and my yoga mat here at my home, so you can do the same. I'm just gonna make sure that everything is working well. All right, so hopefully this is working. Um, actually, let me take a I'm gonna double check on one more thing, and then we will get started in about 2 minutes. All right, we're gonna get started in 1 minute. 1 minute. So grab your yoga mats. Welcome, everyone. Grab your yoga mats. Grab any props, grab water. I'm just waiting for a few people to come in. Welcome. It won't let me see who's here, so it does say that there are some people here, so hello. I hope you guys can hear me. Um, if you can hear me, maybe you can add in the chat for me that you can hear me. Maybe just say yes or give a thumbs up. Okay, all right. So we will get started, but I do want to just say, because I'm using my headphones today as my mic, I won't be able to play music. So if you want, you can play music, some calming music in the background, alongside this yoga class or this yoga video. And also, if there are any like technical complications, like if the live cancels or if something else happens, just come right back to my channel and I will go live again, just in case something happens because this is my first time doing it, just click back on my name and I will go live again and we can continue on. Please take care of yourself today. If I guide you into a pose or we go into a pose that doesn't feel good for you today, please pick something else. Get out of the pose, do what you know works well for you. Um, and also, since this is a live, I will probably be getting off of my mat just to make sure everything is good here on my computer. And I'll also check the chat if there's any questions or anything as well. And then I'll go back to my mat and continue teaching. Oh, yay, good. Someone said that they can hear me. Awesome. I'm glad. All right. I believe that is it. Take care of yourself today. Relax. Have music if you want. And hopefully this goes well in terms of the live stream. So, okay. We have this here for timing. All right. We're going to get started on the yoga mat sitting down. And once you find a comfortable seat, which you can sit on a pillow or a blanket as well if you want, start to roll your shoulders a couple of times. Start to deepen your breathing. And drop one ear down to your shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Gently breathe out. Lift your head back up and drop your opposite ear down to the opposite shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Lift your head back up. Look up gently to the ceiling and then drop your chin down. Breathe and look up to the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. Look down. One more time. Look up, breathe in. Exhale, look down. Breathe out. And then bring your head back up to neutral. Roll your shoulders again, about 2 more times. Now reach your hands up. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the hands down. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. And now reach up. Place your palms together. And then lower your palms down in front of your chest. And take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And then you can choose exhale out through your nose or your mouth. I like to let all my participants choose how they breathe in and out or how they breathe out, but I encourage to breathe in through the nose and then exhale out through the nose or mouth. And continue this breathing, settling in, grounding at the beginning of this class. And take a moment to set an intention for this yoga practice, this yoga class. It can be anything, a single positive word like being present or relaxation, or it can be a short prayer. And now open your eyes, reach your hands up, breathe in. Drop one hand down to your mat and reach your other hand up and over for a gentle seated side body stretch. Take a breath in and breathe out. Reach both hands up. Inhale. Exhale, drop your right hand down, reach the other one up and over. Take a deep breath in. Gently exhale out. reach up, breathe in, drop your arms, your elbows down into cactus arms, look up towards the ceiling. Stay here for a full breath cycle. So breathe in, stay, breathe out. Reach both hands up and then lower them down. We're going to move onto hands and knees. So if you have a knee cushion, go ahead and use it. If you don't, you can also use a blanket or a towel underneath your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Press your palms into your mat. And now let's begin a cat-cow flow. So lift your chest up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round your spine. Look up, breathe in. And exhale, round. Do about 2 more at your own pace and your own breath cycle. And then once you're finished, come back into a neutral spine. Walk your knees out to the edges of your mat for child's pose. Your big toes can touch or your feet can be slightly apart, but sink your hips back towards your heels. And if you would like, you can also slide your hands forward, lowering your chest down to the ground, to your mat, and you can rest your forehead on your mat. If you're feeling a bit tight in your hip muscles and your legs, you can also stay upright. Another option I like to do when I'm at home is put a bunch of pillows under my chest and just let myself sink into them. So, really find the child's pose that works best for you today. And then take a moment, close your eyes, and breathe deeply in through your nose. Exhale out gently. Keep breathing, staying here in this pose. If you want to, you can move your hips very gently, just side to side, left and right, rocking the upper body left and right as well. And now go ahead and come back into hands and knees. So guide your knees underneath your hips, wrist underneath your shoulders, and we'll do another cat-cow flow. So lift the chest up, inhale, exhale, round your back. One more, breathe in, exhale, round. And now start to walk your hands forward. You're going to move into kneeling plank position. We'll start here in kneeling plank, but shoulders are underneath, or actually your shoulders are over your wrists. Just fingers, spread them wide. And we're just moving the shoulders forward. Hug your belly button in towards your spine to engage your abdominal muscles. And take a deep breath in here. Gently exhale out. If you want to add on to this plank, you can go into this variation 2 where you lift your knees up and off of the ground for a full plank variation. If you find that doesn't work for you today, that's okay. Just drop your knees back down. But pick one. We'll do one more breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Knees come down and send your hips back for child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And now shift forward once again for kneeling plank or full plank. So you choose. Your shoulders are moving forward and they might actually even go past your wrist toward over your fingertips. Hug your belly button in. Take a deep breath in. And now as we exhale, bend your elbows, start to lower down to your mat. So belly to mat. And get comfortable here. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. You can flatten your feet. Take a deep breath in and lift your chest up for cobra pose. And then exhale, lower your chest down. Again, inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, lower your chest down. If you want to place your hands out in front of you as we start this cobra flow, you can. Breathe in, lift your chest up, pressing your hands or fingertips on the ground. Exhale, lower. And let's do this a couple more times. Breathing in as you lift up, exhaling as you lower down. And now go ahead and place your hands underneath your shoulders if they aren't already, and push your hands into the ground. You're going to lift yourself up back into kneeling plank or full plank position if you're feeling strong today. And then send your hips all the way back, child's pose. We'll float through all three of these poses a couple of times. So inhale, shift forward, kneeling plank or full plank. Core activated. Exhale, bend your elbows lower down to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose, lift your chest up. Exhale, push your hands into the ground and send your hips all the way back into child's pose. So that last movement is one big full movement on our exhale. And we'll do it again. So shift forward, kneeling plank or full plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra. And now all the way back to child's pose. Exhale. Send your hips back towards your heels. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in. Shift forward, plank or kneeling plank. Bend your elbows lower down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale, push your hands into your mat, child's pose. Send your hips back. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Take a couple more breaths here to just breathe. You can even close your eyes. Take a moment to relax and breathe. And now go ahead and shift forward, hands and knees. And we're just going to come into a comfortable seated position for just a moment. You can roll your wrists, whatever's comfortable. You can even just be on your knees. We're going to rest the hands and the wrists, rolling them, spreading your fingers wide, and then hands back into a fist. Okay, and now if you haven't already, go ahead and come onto your knees. Again, you can place a towel under for cushion. You can tuck your toes under for support to help you balance. And then take a look at your knees. Make sure your knees are hips width apart as well. And reach your hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Keep both hands up. And now drop your left hand down. Reach your right hand up and over. So we're doing another side body stretch, but this time we aren't sitting down, so we're on our knees. Now reach your hands up, breathe in, and then drop the opposite hand down. So for me, it's my right hand, and then I'm reaching my left hand up and over. Take a full breath cycle here. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Cactus arms, so drop your elbows down, look up to the ceiling. You can even send your chest up, do a tiny back bend. And now reach your hands up, breathe in, hands to your heart center. I'm going to turn back to my mat in a normal way. And I want to add a bit of a flow in this. So reach the hands up to the ceiling. We're going to exhale, send our hips back for child's pose. So you may need to keep your feet flat as we do this. So inhale, lift up onto the knees, reach the hands up. And now my feet are flat and like the tops of the feet are flat on the mat. And then exhale into child's pose. That'll make that transition a little bit easier. 2 more, inhaling up. Exhaling, child's pose. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, child's pose. Take a deep breath in, child's pose. And exhale out. Go ahead and shift forward, back onto your hands and knees. We're going to move into downward facing dog. I want to show you, since I have a couch here, if you had a chair next to you at home, one way to do downward facing dog would be to use the chair, or you could even use the wall, but I'll show this version first. If you already know down dog and want to do it on your mat, you can come into it, but you could place your hands on a chair, like the seat of the chair, and then start to walk your feet back, and then you will feel a stretch along the backs of your legs and your calves. So this is a variation of downward facing dog that you could do at home. This is usually easier to do at home instead of at our community center. And then, of course, if you were just near a wall, you could place your hands on the wall, walk your feet back. Now, I will show down dog on the yoga mat. So you spread your fingers wide, press your palms into the ground, tuck your toes underneath your heels, lift your hips up. And this is our downward facing dog. So I'm going to have you guys just breathe here for a couple of breaths. If you need to rest at any point, drop down, relax, and then come back into downward facing dog. Or if you want to try both options, since you are at home, you can try it on your yoga mat and then try downward facing dog against the wall or a chair at home. And you may see me doing this already, but I'm pedaling my heels down in downward facing dog, pressing one heel down, straightening that leg, and then switching. So we'll do this for 2 more breaths. 2 more breaths in downward facing dog. Take a break when you need. And now wherever you are, we're going to come out of downward facing dog. If you're standing up, you can just take a moment to stretch. If you're on your hands and knees, move the hips left and right. You can do a cat-cow, lifting the chest up, rounding the back. And now we're going to move into forward fold. So if you're on your hands and knees, gently take your time, step your feet forward. If you're standing up, you can move your feet so they're hips width apart and then drop your chest down. I have my blocks here. If you have blocks at home, you can place your hands on your blocks. You could also grab a hold of your elbows. But bend your knees slightly. And you can rock very gently side to side. Take a deep breath in. Gently exhale out. And now place your hands on your knees, shins, or even above your knees. We're going to move into a flat back, halfway lift position. So flatten your back, look down to your mat, and then draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Exhale, the top of your head goes down. And let's flow through this halfway lift. Breathe in. Flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, relax your head and chest back down. And now from here, we're going to make our way up. Very slowly come up. Take your time. Roll your shoulders back and down. And let's reach the hands up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. And actually have your palms together at heart center. So this is our mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back down again and close your eyes. Take a moment to ground here. Now that we've warmed up a bit, moved our body, feel your toes and heels pressing into the ground. Feel your palms pressing together. Feel your breath coming in and out. And then go ahead and open your eyes, reach up, breathe in. We're going to fold down. Exhale. Now I'm going to have my blocks here because we're going to be flowing through this. If you don't have blocks at home, you can place your hands on your thighs. You don't have to go all the way down. So I'll show different options, but really choose what feels best for you. If you have a hard time going all the way down and all the way up quickly. So breathe in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, lower your chest down. You can lower your hands down. Inhale, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. And let's do one more. Breathe in, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. And now slowly lift back up. Mountain pose, hands and palms together. And let's move into warrior one. So step your right foot behind you. Take a look at your heels. I like to teach where your heels are apart. So almost like your heels are on railroad tracks. That gives the space, that gives the hips a little bit more space. And then guide both hip bones forward like they're car headlights. And then bend into your front knee. And you can choose any hand position. You can do hands on hips, hands at heart center. If you want to open up the chest, you can do cactus arms. Or you can reach your hands all the way up to the ceiling. So pick whichever one. If your arms get tired at any point, you can lower them to something else. But choose what's best for you today. And now focus in on your breath. As we hold warrior one, breathe in through the nose. Gently exhale out through your nose or your mouth. Do 2 more breaths. And now go ahead, place your hands on your hips, straighten your front leg, roll your shoulders for a mini break. And now we're going to open up into warrior two. So my right foot is still behind me, Now I moved my heels so that they're in one line. So this is different than warrior one. So warrior two, we open our chest up or open up it up to the side. Heels are in line. My right foot, my toes are at an angle. My left foot is pointing forward at 12 o'clock. And now you can choose again a different hand position, hands to hips. You can do hands at heart center, or you can stretch the arms out into a T and look over your left shoulder. So left knee is bent, left toes are pointing forward, and you're looking over your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in, gentle exhale out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Now let's flow a little bit. So inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your hands up. If you feel stable here, exhale back into warrior two. Move slowly, move at your own pace. Breathing in, straightening. Exhale, bending into your left knee and back into warrior two. Let's do two more. Breathe in, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Inhale, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, bend into your left knee, warrior two, hands to your hips. Very gently, you can start to just inch your back foot forward, or you can step forward, mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back and down. You can close your eyes for a moment, move the knees, move the legs and hips if you need. And now let's switch to the opposite side. So your left foot is going to go back behind you for warrior one. Feet are at a wide base, or have a wide base here. So heels are on railroad tracks. Right toes are facing forward. Guide both hip bones forward. And then your left toes can be at an angle. Your left foot can be at an angle. Whenever you're ready, bend into your right knee, warrior one, and then choose any hand position. Hips, heart center, goalpost arms or cactus arms, or reaching your fingertips all the way up. Once you are here and you have a good breath going, focus in on your breath. Feel the breath in through your nose. Gently breathing out. Holding again, breathing in. Breathing out. Let's do two more breaths. And now from here, place your hands on your hips, straighten your front leg, take a moment to just breathe here. And then we are going to open up into warrior two. Now I'm going to face the other way so I can face the camera, but your left foot is back behind you. It can be at an angle, and now I moved my heels in line with each other. Take a look at your right knee, guide your right knee over your ankle. So bend your right knee and your right toes are facing forward, 12 o'clock. Whenever you're ready, choose your hand position. You can do hands to hips. And you could do hands to heart center. Or reach your hands all the way out, straightening your arms. And you can look over your right shoulder for warrior two. Take a few breaths here. Deep and slow breath in. Gentle breath out. And now go ahead and straighten your right knee. Reach both hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Now exhale, bend into your right knee, look over your right shoulder, warrior two. Let's do a slow flow, reaching up, inhale. Exhale, rebend into your right knee, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, reach up, straighten your leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, warrior two. And let's do one more. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Place your hands on your hips and start to inch your back foot forward and step forward back into mountain pose. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. Move your knees and hips if you need. And now move your feet so they're hips width apart. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Forward fold, exhale down. So you can place your hands on your thighs, upper legs, or you can lower all the way down, placing your hands on the blocks, your elbows, or the ground. Take a full breath cycle here. Inhale and exhale. Now reach your hands up to the ceiling and hands to your heart center. So we've done a side body stretch, sitting down and then on our knees, and I want to do it standing up as well. So reach your right hand up and over, and then left hand comes down. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Reach both hands up, breathe in, and then exhale, other hand up and over. So for me, my right hand is down and my left hand is up and over. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach your hands up. Drop your elbows down, cactus arms, open up the chest. Reach up, inhale. Mountain pose, palms together, exhale. And we're going to move into balancing poses now. So if you want to stay on your mat, you can, or if you want to move somewhere where you can place your hand on a wall or a chair, you can. And we're going to move into tree pose first. So root your right foot down into the ground. Variation one, you can kickstand your left heel onto your right ankle. Variation two, place your left foot below your right knee, or you can place your foot above your knee. So pick the option that's best for you. Root your right foot down, and then choose a hand position. You can do hands to hips, heart center, or reach the arms or reach the hands all the way up, straightening the arms. And now find a spot in front of you that's not moving. That will help you balance. Take 2 full breath cycles here. And then very gently lower down. And let's switch to the opposite side. So root your left foot down into the ground. Variation one, right foot can kickstand on your ankle. Option 2 of tree pose, you can place your right foot below your knee. Option 3, you can place your foot above your knee. So you choose whichever one works best. I'm gonna do below the knee. And once you feel good and settled, pick your hand position, hands to hips, heart center, or reaching all the way up. And take 2 more breaths, slow breaths here. Whenever you're ready, lower your right foot down and you can move the legs, bend the knees a bit. And we're gonna move into dancer pose. So again, if you're near a chair or wall, this might be very helpful for our dancer pose. I'll show it, actually, I'll show it here really quickly. You will reach towards your ankle and send your foot back, reach your hand forward. So if that's something you wanna do near a chair or a wall, I'll guide you through that step by step, or you can stay on your mat. So root your right foot down into the ground, press your right big toe down as well. Roll your shoulders back and down as well, just to lengthen your spine, reach the top of your head up. Bend your left knee. So this is option 1, where you reach your left hand towards your left ankle. If you have difficulty grabbing the ankle, this is where you can hold this here, and this is a great balance pose. If you want to go to this option 2, grab a hold of your left ankle with your left hand. Notice your shoulders, roll them back and down. Make sure you can still breathe. And now option 3, you can reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Actually, I think that's part of our option 2, but that's okay. Option 4, option 4 is leaning forward. So right hand forward, left foot back. Remember to breathe. If you get into an option and it isn't working for you, you just go back a step and just breathe. But we'll hold this dancer pose for 2 more breaths. And now very gently release your foot, lower your hands, roll your shoulders, and we will move to the opposite side. So left foot down, press your left big toe down, make sure your shoulders are rolled back, lengthen your spine up, and bend your right knee. Reach your right hand towards your right ankle. This is the first step, because we want to be able to maintain our gentle breath as we hold the pose. So if we find we're not holding, or if we find we're holding our breath, that's where we might need to go back a step. Step 2, option 2, grab a hold of your right ankle, maintain upright position, shoulders down away from your ears. Option 3, reach your left hand up. And now option 4, if you want to add on, lean forward, reach your left hand forward, and kick your right foot back. And remember, you can go back to any option you want, but let's breathe deeply. Breathe out slowly. Breathing in again. Exhaling out. One more. Breathe in. Very gently release. Drop your right foot down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Move. Take some movement if you need. And we'll move to the front of our mat, mountain pose. So feet hips width apart, palms together. Reach your hands up, breathe in. Forward fold. Exhale down. Come into a halfway lift, so flatten your back. Forward fold once again. And actually take 2 breaths here in forward fold. And whenever you're ready, after your breaths, we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees position. So moving slowly, you can cushion your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Take a cat-cow flow. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your back. And then release. Walk your knees out, send your hips back, child's pose. And once you're here in child's pose, slide your hands over to the left side of your mat or even off of your mat onto the floor. Take a deep inhale. Slow exhale. Slide your hands over to the opposite side as far as you can, just to get a good stretch along the side of the body, but also the hip. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Slide your hands back to center. And I want to move into a side plank position, just a quick side plank position. Yeah, so keep your left knee down, left hand down as well. And you're going to actually move your left foot and kickstand it out and lift your right hand up. So left hand is down, left knee is down. You can move your left foot to wherever it can help you balance. You might see it moving around on the camera for me. Just take one more breath in here. You can even reach your right hand up and over. And then exhale, right hand comes down, come back onto your hands and knees. We're going to move to the opposite side, but I'm going to move so I can face the camera. So right knee down, right hand down, and you might see me lift my right foot up and then move it off of my mat just to help kickstand and balance, help me balance. Then whenever you're ready, reach your left hand up to the ceiling and your left foot's down as well. This might be a bit of a balance pose as well. So if you feel like you need some help balancing, just find one spot on the ground, focus on that, engage your core slightly. Take one more breath in. And exhale, left hand comes down. Make your way back into child's pose. So widen your knees, send your hips back, lower your head down to your mat. And now slowly come back onto your hands and knees. We're going to move into toe pose. So place your toes underneath your heels. And we're going to get a stretch along the bottoms of the feet, around the feet, even around the legs as well. So start to sit your hips back. And this is our toe pose. If you want a deeper stretch in toe pose, you can sit completely upright onto your heels, shoulders over your hips. If this is too intense of a stretch, you can place your hands in front of you on books or pillows or blocks, but lean forward if you want less of a stretch, less intensity. And then once you find your version of toe pose, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale out. You can open your eyes and then shift forward, release, come out of toe pose. You can tap your feet if you need to. And then walk your legs forward or come onto a seat, sending your legs in front of you. And this is where I don't have a towel today, but I love sitting on the towel or blanket just to lift my hips up a little bit. I find it a little more comfortable and whenever I sit on the ground. So if you have that, you can do that. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Walk your hands forward. Lower your chest down for a seated forward fold. Take a few breaths here. If you want to reach further down your legs to your ankles or maybe even your toes, you can. But it's okay if that doesn't happen today in your body. And now one more breath in. Slowly exhale, release, lift your shoulders back over your hips, and now widen your legs into a seated straddle splits. And then you choose, you can either point your toes or flex your feet so that your toes are pointing up to the ceiling. That's the version I like. I feel best in my legs. Before we lower, straighten your spine, reach up, shoulders down, take a breath in. Now exhale, send your chest forward. You can slide your hands forward in front of you onto the ground. Take a few breaths here. This actually feels really, really good because I did a weight strength training workout before this live stream. So this feels really good in my legs right now. Deep breath in. Slow exhale out. One more, breathe in. Stay here for your exhale. And then lift your chest back up, shoulders over your hips. We're going to slide the left hand down, our left leg, reach your right hand up and over. Big breath in. Stay here as you exhale out. One more, breathe in. Exhale, release. Right hand comes back down, and now let's switch. Left hand up and over, slide your right hand down your right leg. Take a few breaths here. And then gently release. And you can place your hands underneath your legs for support, but guide your knees in towards your center. And you can roll your shoulders a couple of times. And then let's go ahead and lower onto our backs. So lay down, keep your knees up, feet flat. Find a comfortable position on your back. And now place your feet hips width apart. And this is where it'll be slightly different for everybody, but we're going to lift our hips up into a bridge pose. So root your feet down, root your toes down into the ground. Palms flat down also on your mat. And then when you're ready, push your feet into the ground, lift your hips up for a bridge pose. Take a deep breath in. And now exhale, lower the hips down. And let's flow through this. Gently lift your hips up, inhale. Exhale, lower. And you don't even have to lift your hips very high. You can lift them just barely off the ground if you want. So breathe in, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, breathe in, hips come up. Exhale, hips come down. And now walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. Allow your knees to kind of dip into each other. This is fallen bridge. This is a very restorative pose for your low back. You can place your hands on your belly or one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Now open your eyes and start to move the knees left and right. This will be a gentle massage along the hips and the glutes. And now lift the knees back up, feet flat, moving into figure four. So cross your right leg over your left leg, moving into another hip stretch. You can flex your right foot. I find I get a deeper stretch when my foot is flexed, when my top foot is flexed. And you can stay right here, especially if you feel a good stretch here. Breathe, relax. If you want to add on and go deeper into the stretch, lift your left foot up. If you're near a couch or a wall, this is where you can place your left foot on along the wall or your chair, couch. You can stay right here. If you have the range and flexibility, you can also place your hands behind your left leg for full figure four. So if you want to take a moment to slide near a couch or a wall, you can. The right leg is crossed over the left leg. We'll be here for a few breaths. Really relax into this. Close your eyes. Listen to your breath. Take one more breath in. Very gently release. Uncross your right leg. Move side to side if you need. And we're going to move to the opposite side. So cross your left leg over your right. This is option one. You can stay right here and breathe. If you want to add on to this stretch, you can lift your right foot up, place it up against a wall or a couch. And then option three, you can place your hands behind your right leg and hugging your legs closer into your chest. And then you can flex both feet, but especially your left foot to add on and make this a little bit deeper of the hip stretch. And you can even be in this pose, in this very kind of deep stretch option, even up against the wall. What you would do is place your right foot onto the wall or chair, then slide your hips closer to the couch or wall as well. And then you don't have to hold up your legs. So choose or play around with whatever option you want. Once you find your version of the pose, close your eyes, relax, stay here, breathe. Keep breathing in through the nose, gently out through the nose or your mouth. Two more breaths in and out. And then very gently come out of the pose, drop both feet down, move back to your mat if you ended up moving away from it, and take a full body stretch. And then we're going to move into our last and our final pose, Shavasana. You can do Shavasana many ways. You can lay comfortably on your back. You could place a pillow underneath your knees. I always love that option. Or you can even just bend your knees or sit completely upright. So find a cozy, comfortable position. Close your eyes. Allow your breath to come back to just a relaxed, normal breath where you're not even thinking about it. And we'll rest here for a few moments. Now start to wiggle your toes and fingers. If you're watching this as a replay, you can pause it and stay in Shavasana longer if you want. But if you're here live with me, go ahead and start to bend your knees and roll over to one side. Rest there for a moment. You can even place your hands or arms underneath your head for support. And then place your hands underneath you and lift up, come into a seated position. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. And now let's reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Reach up again, breathe in. Palms together and place your palms in front of your chest. And close your eyes. Let's close out this awesome class with some gratitude. Take a moment to be grateful, maybe for people in your life, places, things, people. Then take a moment to be grateful for your breath, for your body, for the ability to move. And we'll close with a few sigh breaths. So breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more, breathe in. Sigh it out. and then you can open your eyes. Yay! Thank you guys for being here. This was really cool and exciting 'cause, I have some people on here from the community center, so thank you for joining me here. I hope this was a benefit for you. I hope it was good, especially since our classes aren't able to happen in person this week. However, in-person classes, I will be there next week at the center. I will also be going live next Tuesday to just do like a 15-minute mindfulness session of just breathing and relaxing. That'll be in the afternoon, evening time. You can find that. It's already scheduled on the channel, so you can go to the channel and see the live schedule. So I will see you guys in person next week. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.